Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new review. I'm Scotty V. Now what I got for you today is The Avengers. The Avengers was a big movie coming out in 2012 and also a game changer for Hollywood. Now this movie it's full of star cast. You got Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo, Jeremy Renner, and more. So basically, this shows all the heroes finally coming together from all their franchises. So you got Captain America, you got Hawkeye, you got Thor, you got Black Widow, and Iron Man himself, and the Incredible Hulk. And they come together just because a new threat has arrived, which is Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston. He has an army. He wants to be king and he wants to conquer Earth. So he gets an army called the Tatari to take down the Earth and rule Earth. But in the beginning of sort of before the whole invasion thing, the Avengers are not friends. They fight one another because they have different ideologies and they kind of go against each other because when Loki does come to Earth, Captain America and Iron Man do capture him and they're like, what are you doing here? And we need to know why you're here and we want to stop this and blah, 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 blah. So during the capture process of Loki, Thor shows up and takes Loki, and then that's where Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor fight. This is sort of like a mini Civil War type thing, but they just don't know each other yet. So Loki has his master plan to take down the Avengers. Well, they're not Avengers yet. Nick Fury is just trying to establish the Avengers team, which Loki finds a way to escape the helicarrier and cause a whole chaotic scene trying to take down the helicarrier. And during that attack, he takes out Phil Coulson, played by Clark Gregg, and then that's how the Avengers form the Avengers. And they just have a big battle in New York, which I really like that battle. Not too long, not too short. It was just the right amount. The visual effects was incredible for the time. This film did come out back in 2012, and the story did make sense. You're getting a whole bunch of characters from different franchises coming together to fight a common enemy, and they succeeded. Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, Tony Stark carried over from the first two Iron Man films, and being a snarky rich guy that he is, he didn't want to play with others. But when he knew that the world was in danger, he needed to come together with the other heroes and find a way to stop Loki and his T'Challa army. Chris Evans was outstanding as Captain America. He was believable, a true American hero. Well, I'm not American, so I can't really relate to that, but I can see that he was really proud of who he is and just a little beat down because he's been frozen for 70 years and he just kind of comes back into the world with this new technology, aliens, and all that kind of stuff. I do like Thor now, but during his time in the first Thor and Avengers, he kind of was too Shakespearean for me. No one uses that language anymore besides Thor, but I'm glad that now, throughout the years, his character has changed and his language has changed as well. Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner the Hulk was great. They had to recast Edward Norton because Edward Norton kind of went his separate ways, and he didn't want to be part of the MCU anymore, so they casted Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner the Hulk, which was totally the right call. They should have casted him in the first film. So they're bringing on him to the film brought a new dynamic to the team. So you got two scientists trying to figure out how to stop an alien invasion. And when Mark Ruffalo did Hulk out, he did look like Mark Ruffalo. The CGI was well put together for the Hulk and Bruce Banner to be mashed together. The Tatari visual effects were great. Everything in this film was great. This is the movie that changed the Hollywood forever because you got all the star cast coming together and fighting a common enemy. Also, and during this film, we don't really know why they're called the Avengers until Phil Coulson gets pretty much killed, and then they have to avenge Coulson because Loki did kill him, and avenge the Earth if the Earth ever fell apart, which later on in the MCU it would. Just the cast, Sam Jackson as Nick Fury was great. Maria Hill, everything in this film just worked. I can't really say too much bad things about it, besides a few things here and there. With the editing, because you kind of can see when Thor comes down from the sky, the car is already dent before, so it's just minor things here and there, and some of the costume damage. One scene it's damaged, the next it's not. So it's kind of like a few things here and there that's we're just kind of nitpicking on the film, but the film was fine. All the characters, all the actors, I did believe them. Just the whole thing. It's kind of really hard to pick the bad stuff unless you really go in there. Like the only thing that really bothered me was two things was Thor's language and also Hawkeye being brainwashed. Thor's language kind of whatever. I can understand that's how Thor was written back in the day, so that really doesn't bother me too much. But what bothered me was Hawkeye. He kind of got brainwashed with Loki's scepter and kind of had to go against the team and reveal all the plans from Fury and all that to Loki. So with that all said and done, the Avengers finally defeated Loki, and at the post-credit scene, we get the reveal of the MCU's new big bad villain, which was Thanos. And at the time, he was not cast. Josh Brolin was not cast as Thanos at the time. They just kind of used the stunt double, which you can see that stunt double again on Captain America: Civil War. Overall, the action was great. I enjoyed all the actors. They all fit their part well. Joss Whedon was the director of this film. Great job. I couldn't ask for a better first Avengers movie, which cracked $1 billion. So congratulations on them. And also, this movie would spawn 3 other Avengers movies. So overall, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. Near perfection, besides a few things. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Be safe out there, and see you soon.